Hi, this is Ms. Rosenthal. We're going to go over some notes dealing with rotations, which is a type of a transformation. Something is changing. And on a rotation, it is a turning motion. Okay, the shape, point, segment, rectangle, any object is turning in the same direction, the same number of degrees. There are two different ways the shape could go. Clockwise, obviously, is the rotation when the pre-image, the one we start with, is turned in the same direction as the hands on the clock, okay, which is going to be this way. And this should be counterclockwise, is when the pre-image is turned the opposite direction as the hands on the clock. In other words, we're going this direction around. The angle of rotation is the number of degrees that the shape is turned about the origin. Now, these are the three most common ones of 90, 180, and 270. And it also is most common, especially in an introductory part, where we are turning around the origin, which is that 0, 0. But a rotation can really occur for any amount of degrees and from any single point, okay? But the way we're going to work it is to look at how it's going to rotate one of these three around the origin. In order to do that, you've got to have, it is helpful to have, the rules for rotating points around the origin. Okay, so the first one, you can see, here's the rule. If we're going to rotate it 90 degrees, here's the abbreviation that they do with an R and a 90. Okay, and I want to mention these are counterclockwise. Okay, these are the rules if it's counterclockwise. So that would be going this direction. The rule is taking this point x comma y and changing it to opposite of y comma x. This will make more sense when I get to the examples. To turn it 180 degrees, which is halfway around, we're going to change our points xy to opposite x, opposite y. To rotate 270 degrees counterclockwise, we're going to take our points x, y, and we're going to change them to y, comma, opposite x. And then I hope obviously you see that if I'm going to go 360 degrees, my points really are not going to change because that would be one full turn around the origin. A couple of things to keep in mind. A rotation of 270 degrees counterclockwise is equivalent to a rotation of, so if I'm going up here to my little example, if I go from here 270 degrees to about here, that's the same thing as going 90 degrees clockwise. Okay, so let's look at that again. 270 degrees counterclockwise is the same thing as 90 clockwise. Same thing kind of works out with 180. If I start here and I go 180 counterclockwise, that's going to be the same thing as going 180 clockwise. Half a turn is half a turn. And then the last one is kind of what I alluded to up here, that the rotation of 360 either way will map itself onto itself. So we're going to stop there. We'll come back with some examples here in part 2.